Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Resident Evil. Remember, this is the very little talking version of the game. In the last episode, we began exploring the lab, and surprisingly, we're actually almost completed this part as well. We got maybe about, 2/5 of the lab explored, so we only have about another, 40 minutes left of the game, and then we're done. I left some things off in a room that I hadn't fully explored, and I went and explored it, and I believe we've missed 2 journal entries, or notes. Let's go ahead and read them, and then we'll get started with the remainder of the mission. I think we did not read about security protocols or the V Act, so we'll read about these now, starting with the security protocols. Level 1. Heliport. For executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Basement Level 1. Passage to heliport entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant researcher or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on sight. Elevator. The elevator stops during emergencies. Basement Level 2. Visual Data Room. For use by the Special Research Division only. All other access to the Visual Data Room must be cleared with Keith Arving, Room Manager. Basement Level 3. Prison Sanitation Division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker, must be present if viral use is authorized. Triple lock door entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the passcodes. Accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the sensor research deactivates the lock. Power room. In this room, nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers with special authorization. Passcode output terminals. Use and access to the output terminals is limited to authorized senior researchers. Basement Level 4. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after the administration of T-Virus. Illegible hereafter. V-Act. Researcher's Note. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them V-Acts. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already, 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. Okay, everyone. I think we're about ready to go. Let's head out there and use the key on the 2 doors we found earlier and explore what's behind them. I think I got the map last video as well, so just as a heads up, I can go ahead and show off where we'll be going, which is down into that section. Alright everyone, going on silent. The operating table is covered in blood. This blood doesn't look like it came from surgery, though. It's rusted shut and won't budge. Various precision instruments used in surgery. A body bag lies on the simple bed. The date indicated on the bag is quite old. The shelf is full of various antitoxins. A security system passcode transmission device. If you had an MO disk, you could transmit the passcode to the system. We'll have to come back here with an MO disk. The elevator isn't working. It looks like you'll have to operate the switch on the right-hand side. It appears to be the control panel for the elevator. Press the switch. It doesn't seem to be getting any power. There's a handful of items in here, everyone. I think there's some shotgun shells as well, and some typewriter tape. So we're gonna grab all those, put them in our stash, and then keep exploring. Warning. Fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. A refueling device for the power room. It's not working right now because there's no fuel. There is an empty capsule. We're going to explore this room and the room south of it, clearing it out of these insectoid creatures. Then we'll go and refuel this capsule. We'll also use the MO disc while we're at it. A security system passcode transmission device. If you had an MO disk, you could transmit the passcode to the system. The main ingredient of this fuel appears to be nitro compound. Running could result in a fatal explosion. I believe if you run, in about 3 to 4 seconds, it will blow up and kill you immediately. If you get attacked and injured by a creature, there's a chance for the fuel to blow up and kill you instantly. It is higher if you get grabbed by something. Thankfully, for me, I've never really considered walking a problem. There's no power to the main elevator. Start it up. everyone. We're right at the end of the game. We're gonna grab our Magnum, heal ourselves up to full, and then work our way to the final sequence. Let's grab a small green herb to heal the 2 hits we just took. Save the game as quickly as we can. Which will also show off that I have beaten the game on my talking version. Okay, and let's go.
Chris!
Rebecca!
I saw you in the inner garden. I finally caught up.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. No more following. Just stay with me, kid.
That's my plan, sir.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks. Since when, Wesker?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella. And stars were umbrellas. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place, and unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of Stars.
You killed them with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
No.
Oh yes, dear. Just like this.
Rebecca!
Don't move!
You...
I don't think you want to die just yet. I have something that's of some interest to you. The ultimate life form. Tyrant.
Wesker, you've become senile.
Chris, You'll never understand. It's magnificent.
Come on, you test tube freak. Rebecca!
Chris.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest. There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's get moving.
Okay.
What a pathetic way to die. He's holding something. Observation note. The discovery of the G virus was in fact 21 years after the administration of the primogenitor virus. The prototype parasite, which we had delivered from a laboratory in France, was administered to the sample specimen. The sample specimen took in the parasite without showing any signs of adverse reaction. The lack of any reaction was an unsolved mystery, but now everything is clear to me. The prototype parasite was incubating in the sample specimen's body for 21 years. Then, from that incubating state, the prototype suddenly mutated. Evolved might be a more appropriate word to describe it. This observation gave me more insight in my research. Through further modification and testing, I was able to derive a method to create the G that surpasses the performance of the T. This was a breakthrough that would change the future of the biological weapons history. I can't wait to see the look on Alexia's annoying face when I finally announce my research. But unfortunately, I'll have to wait a few more years to completely verify my findings. William Birkin.
Chris?
What is it?
I found a file in the lab. Apparently, there's still a lot of tyrant virus here. We should blow this whole place up.
Right. The show must go on. I'll leave that up to you, Rebecca.
I'm on it. I'll start the self-destruct system I found a little while ago.
It's not like we're out of this yet. I'll see you on the outside.
Outside.
Been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivate
Jill?
and release.
Chris!
You're okay.
Chris, it's Wesker. He...
I know. But first, let's get out of here.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct
Let's get going!
system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating.
This is Brad. We're running out of fuel. This is your last chance. If there's anyone alive, give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate. 3 minutes to detonation.
The self-destruct system's activated.
Good work. Brad's up in the helicopter.
Those things are coming.
I'll take care of them.
But,
Chris, you just get in contact with Brad somehow.
okay.
Chris!
You okay?
Yeah.
Chris, use it! Kill it, whatever it is!
Okay, everyone. So ends Resident Evil, the non-talking version. That was a lot of fun. It was very enjoyable to replay this game, which I haven't played for like 10 years or something like that. Not since I played it on the GameCube all those many years ago. There were a few surprises that I had forgotten about, which I mostly encountered on the talking version. In fact, I wanted to play through that one first before I did this one, but I began playing through them both at the same time. I should stop babbling and focus on the game itself. So, I really like the atmosphere. It's fantastic for the game, and graphically it still holds up well today, despite being about 8-10 years old or so. I'd say that the voice acting was good, but what they had to say was bad. The script was pretty poor. Some of it didn't make any sense, and not all the puzzles made logical sense as to why they were used either, and the creatures were all over the place, but I still liked this game very much. Couldn't beat the theme, it was so good. The music is fantastic as well. On a scale of 1 to 20, I think I give this game a 10 or an 11 on the horror for survival horror. It's a classic survival horror. It's good. It's not, granted, it doesn't help that I've beaten the game many, many, many times, so nothing really frightened me, other than in the talking version, where I died once, forgot about an ambush by some hunters. That was embarrassing. But overall, it's still a good game. I'll probably play it again in my free time. I can highly recommend it. Good game. Good game. Alright, everyone. Well, I'm babbling. Thank you all for watching, and I will see everyone in the next game, whatever that will be. Take care, everyone, and thanks again. I forgot about this in the last one, too. So there's our result, 8 hours, 13 minutes. Oh, that's, I think, 2 hours quicker than the talking version of the game. Dispatched 106 creatures, used just about as much ammo, 11 ink ribbons, used less of them, and 21 health items. I don't see my score anywhere, though. So, by beating the game on normal mode, we unlock Real Survival Horror, which is a higher difficulty level. All the item boxes are no longer linked together, so once we put in one, we have to go and refetch them from the other. The weapon aiming is manual as well. Finally, I think playing this mode, I think this is an option in addition to the difficulty setting. We also unlock a closet key, getting a new outfit for Chris. Alright, and I am babbling. Thank you all again, and I will see everyone in the next one. Take care, everyone.